Hi. Hello, Daniel. Hello, everybody. All right, I'll do a little I think maybe I'll do some presentation right here by the ocean. So, if you guys haven't figured out by now, one of the most important parts that we left out of the Bible, well, the disciples or the deceivers left out of the Bible for us, is reincarnation, if that's not obvious by now. So here's the deal. It's when you hear everything in the Bible, and it points out how everything, the meaning of life, is literal, absolutely literal, and literally in our faces. Okay? So I am the oldest. I am Joshua. I am John, or Job. I am John the Baptist, Joan of Arc, Joseph Swan, John Lennon, or excuse me, me and Harmony are Joshua, Job, John the Baptist, John the Polymath Baptist, Joan of Arc, Joseph Swan, and John Lennon. And there might even probably be another one in there too. You see, that is, God spoke, we spoke, our words, every name is part of that essence, pulling out of the divine source. Like this little group over here is the John source. Now you see, Jesus is a derivative. You see, Jesus' mom, Mary, and my mom, Elissa Beth, were cousins. Now we said she's a virgin and it was a miracle. See, that was the lie the deceivers threw in there, because Joseph, his father, with the Joe essence, created Jesus. And then remember, I'm the one who baptized that fool. Okay, frolicking around in the water. No, that's what we weren't doing, and we'll talk about that later. We were not frolicking around in the water. Okay, so here are the other ones. Thomas the Apostle, Thomas Edison, Angelo Zunich. Okay.
Okay. First of all, Jesus' actual birthday, 9/11. Thomas the Apostle, 12/21/72. Thomas Edison, 2/11/47. Tom Angelo Zunich, 2/7/70. Mary Magdalena, 7/22. Judas, 1/22. Dan Zunich, 7/11. Angel Marie, 1/22. Willy Wonka was born on 1917, and The Glass Elevator was written in 1971. Oh, let's not forget Aunt Mona, 1/11, and Grandma Z, 11/111, and Dario Pini, last four digits of his phone number, 6966-912-22.
And of course, Magdalena and Mary's and Sophia, Jesus' twin flame, and now we have Harmony, and ours, whatever. And here's the other things. Okay, so I don't know if anyone knows this, but I was 86th from the seventh dimension. That's why I started my own seventh dimension. No one said there could only be one, all right? And they can be right next door to each other too. So I'm 86 there because I was just too damn authentic. And the co-owner, Jezira, aka Jezebel. You see, Jezebel, she worshipped a nature god named Baal Mezcot, and by her command, slaughtered and murdered many of our prophets. Okay? Here's some other ones. Also my sister's name. So Daniel is, or Dad. That was the name of my dad. And the essence, my sister Allison, Alyssa Allison, her middle name is Danielle. What was it? And then I had this super tall, sexy Italian girlfriend in my 30s named Dana. So These are all from the essence. Okay. Now, when you deviate more from the essence, you start coming into things like, instead of Daniel or Dad, you come into things like devil, demons, or Donald, or darkness, or Dario. Do you see? And that's why Daniel was our protector. And by the way, which angel did we send to you, Daniel? Oh, that's right. Of course, Archangel Gabriel. Daniel is known as, he's the hero and traditional author of the book of Daniel. And he was a prophet with it's crazy because when I'm saying this, I'm talking about my dad, who was just not the most loving dad or whatever, like, and he was I did not want to cry for this. Daniel was a prophet that represented staying true to oneself and wisdom and faithfulness to God. And he was the best, he is the best, absolutely best at visions and interpreting dreams. That's when Archangel Gabriel came to him. So here's some other ones, okay? Dario, anybody with synchronized numbers like that, all that means is they're major players in the game. And I'm going to explain to you how the game started a few hundred years ago. The game already started. Heroes Gamos. And now here's some other ones. My mom is Judas. My mom is Judas. My mom never found love after my dad, like 50 years ago. And she always created this purgatory hell where she just cannot find happiness. And she's so kind and open and honest. And I've always wondered why. What is her karma? What is her karma? I always wondered this. Judas has paid his debt. He's beat. And see, this is why also, as John Lennon, I wrote the song Hey Jude. And I also wrote the song Lucifer in the Sky with Diamonds. You see, like, okay, like the dung beetle that the Egyptians portrayed in so much of their artwork and stuff. The dung beetle lays its eggs, in her egg, whatever, in the and shit. And wait, we'll get back. Wait, we forgot a major part. We'll tell you about the dung. I'll tell you about the dung beetle in a second. So here's the other names. Any names like Carl, Karen, Catherine, Katie, Caitlin, Cloud, Chloe, Tina, Kevin are all descendants of Cain, who murdered his brother and created karma. Okay, so back to the, well, you know what? Let's talk about the Oompa Loompas a little bit, and then we'll get back to So Willy Wonka rescued the Oompa Loompas from Loompa Land, where there were Snang-doodlers and Wang Whistlers that would I guess, be very mean to them. And so he rescued a few of them. Okay, now the chocolate bars were definitely indeed psilocybin, but the chocolate river was not so much chocolate, because the Oompa Loompas would always swim around in there, and it's back to the whole dung beetle thing again. That's why their faces were always like ridiculously orange, because it was just so. But he rescued them, and he gave them he awakened them to so much bliss that they just happily murdered naughty children in bliss and smiled. And there's another part, but we want to make sure about this part, about the projector. See, also, okay, this is where the game started. This is where the game started 200 years ago. Me, Joseph Swan, and my brother, Thomas Edison, sneaky fuckers. They created artificial light. We created the false light. We already did it. The false light's been upon us this entire time. What is the deal with the false light? When we die, they say, go into the light. Go into the light. No, you don't have to. Instead, you could just say, I want to go home, or Om, the frequency of the universe. Om. So, which brings me to also, here's some ways that we've dumbified our 3D experience. Now, instead of all the time, it's actually supposed to be Om. But I guess if we did that, no one would ever get through a conversation because they would be in a meditative state the whole time. I don't know. I mean, because I actually tried it, and that's what kind of happened. So, Om, and then other things, of course, like so is soul, right? So when you say, that is so kind of you, that is soul, kind. I'm so happy for you, soul, happy, right? So, and there's some other ones that we kind of just did this on the spot. So, so yes, we created the false light. So so take a look at any light bulb. Go to your street or avenue, and I guarantee you there's a light very close to where you're at that is brighter, unusually brighter than the other ones, and stare into it for a little bit. Okay? So I just ordered a bunch of more candles, but you know, I mean, I don't know. I like my cool little lights in there. I mean, see, we don't have to completely avoid the false light. We can adjust it a little bit more to our liking. See, so now what does the satyrs? Did you see that discovery too? Okay, so the satyrs are okay. So the dung beetle lays its eggs in the ball of shit ball, and then they roll it around to keep it moving and keep the eggs in there nutritionified, right? So we have been, so here's, okay, so what do we have now that we didn't have then? Okay, well, number one is, this comes back to me and Jesus frolicking in the water. Number one, now we have a sense of humor. We did not have a sense of humor back then. Look what I am infamous for wearing: camel hair and a leather belt, eating locusts with honey. I mean, and nothing's really changed. I eat tons of honey now, but instead of locusts, it's been fleas. So, now what else do we have? Fashion, music, technology, dance. I mean, because we didn't really know how to dance back then either. Look how long it's taken for us to be able to move like this. So basically, we just slept. We just slept for thousands of years, and now we're awakening. And see, at first I'm like, yeah, we're here in Santa Barbara, it's cool. We just kick back, throw our legs up. Wally, your legs up. Wally, Will. Well, you don't want to turn into a Wally and be like, remember Wally and the spaceship? That's all he did is lay around. But they kind of got it at the end, remember? So now, so the 1% are trolls. Now that's a misprint. That's obviously a typo on there that reads drunken woodland gods. Trolls are not gods. What do trolls do? If you ever seen the movie Troll Hunter, it's really good. It's a good little movie. Trolls hide under the bridge in the darkness, and they can't stand the smell of Christian blood. Remember, Christian is our state of consciousness, so they smell this. That's why they're trying to get off the planet, right? The evil muskrat, and I mean, look at this, man. So So basically, we got these trolls to roll us around in our shit and their shit, so that we could get. Because remember, enslavement and trauma is nourishing. It's nourishing, right? So and hey, you know what? I mean, who's really been the slave though, right? Who's been the slave, right? Who else are we gonna get to roll us around like that and shit? So now, if this isn't giving you the chills by now, then we suggest stepping back into the refrigerator, shut the door behind you, and chill out in there for a while, right? Because if you're not losing your shit by now, you better find a dung beetle and tell him about it, all right? And let me see if there's anything else I can remember. I know there's going to be something. Oh, no, then we'll go. Oh, yeah. And then we'll have the follow-up to Paul's video, too. So, but doesn't this explain everything? See, now I know that's why. It wasn't just that everybody needs to know what to do when this happens. They need to really fully believe in it, right? And then, oh yeah, then I'm gonna watch. We'll have more information about the false light and the projections. Oh yeah, because that's what me and Thomas invented. We invented a light bulb and we invented a projector, like a movie projector, and that's what reality is. It's a projection. This is what Esoterica has taught me. It's a projection. So we're gonna learn more about that. Oh yeah, and then so Oompa Loompas and now. So if you see an Oompa Loompa walking by you, I realize this. At first I was very angry with them because of their soulless energy. But now I realize that you just have to smile and just say Oompa Loompa and smile when you walk by. Now if it's another like whatever, if it's another glitchy wonky robot, then just say that. Glitchy wonky robot. And it just helps. It makes everything more fun, and they don't know. Number one, that's Oompa Loompas don't understand English because our words are so powerful because they're so little and manufactured so small. Our words are so powerful, it would just probably crush them, because our words are everything, right? God spoke, we spoke. So that's that. And and then you see all the fun trivia with Roald Dahl that wrote the Willy Wonka's. And see, and here's the other thing too. It's like, because what do trolls care about? Gold. That's all they care about, gold. So there's the gold ticket inside the psilocybin bar, and that's it, And that's why, here's the other thing I've been thinking though today is, like, will there be a war between us and the trolls? I mean, hey man. Oh, that's the other thing. Elon Musk, Elon. He's never died. He's been alive forever, and probably all of them have actually. I mean, I don't know, but that's why they're scared shitless of dying. Well, but they can't even be around us. They have to have everyone else do their bidding for them because our Christian light will destroy them. So that one's that. Okay. I hope this clears the air for a lot of things. Oh, and we'll go with Paul. We're going to tell you about Magdalena. How Magdalena was actually. Oh, I guess I can tell you about it right now since we're on the thing here. Okay, so before I met Angel in my early 20s, I was with someone named Michelle Rose Mota. Now Magdalena that I just met is named Magdalena Rose. Okay, they're identical. They're identical because of the same essence. I don't remember Michelle's birthday though. Now when things just did not. And Michelle was she played guitar and she sang and she was an artist, and just things didn't. We were together a year and things didn't work out. So I broke up with her and we wanted to stay friends, but she kept wanting to hang out, and I had to tell her we have to wait half the time that we were together before we can hang out again, before it's emotionally stable. And so she kept bugging me. But then after 6 months, we waited. I hung out with her. The night we hung out, we went to this artist loft party in Santa Banana, next to the train tracks, and that's when I saw Angel, and there was no weirdness between me and Michelle at all at this point. So, and then now check this out, and I met Angel, I got her phone number, and then when we left, Michelle said, I know her. She was with my ex-boyfriend. They had the same boyfriend before me. This some abusive prick, and out of all the people in Orange County in LA, they had the same boyfriend. So Remember, Angel Marie is her birthday is 122, same as Judas. Oh, and I guess I'll have the whole list up there, and then we'll go over it. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm really glad I did this out here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. All right. Oh shit. All right. I forgot this is the big one. I forgot the bombshell. Okay. So I said I'm the oldest one, right? That's not true, actually. You see, when my son was born, I was not there with Shauna Marie Kenzie Kane, a raging narcissistic Heilig. And she named him and picked out the name, and she named him Moses. So my son is 60 years older than me. Oh, baby! The baby! The baby!
Okay, and then also, see the false light, and Daniel and Archangel, I'm talking to you guys mostly on this one, and the proof about the false light is how so many times when people are getting arrested, get your false light off of me, copper. Am I right? And that's all I can't stop thinking about now. I'm like, no wonder. When I was out there doing ninja moves and that light was on me, and first I was like, oh, you know, I didn't think of the thing yet, and I'll just buy a better light. I'll just buy a more expensive light. I mean, it's just a cheap $20 light, and then wait a minute. That's when I figured it out. Wait a second. Wait one more second. The false light that we keep talking about. See, I need friends. I need someone to help me cut my hair. Anyways, and there was something else, and I forgot it. I'll remember. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.